she's very open about it.
Huh.
You mentioned about it.
In China.
She came with us to the trip. Our trip is like a VCF group.
Guest appearance.
Wait, don't.
Yeah, then
Your
after
hand has
that,
a guest appearance already. She's been filming for the past 2 years.
oh really? No lah.
Then-
So after that, like she asked about Christianity. She wanted to know more about it.
Wow.
So it was quite good. Like managed to share for her.
Wow. Alright. So how is your testimony to her that actually in a way speak to her?
Yeah. So basically, okay, I just share how I share for her. So I share for basically how my life has been is that I'm brought up in a Christian family. So I grew up with a background of having my parents speak to me about who God is, who He is in our life, and that I should be praying to Him and knowing Him more. But at the same time, my parents did not outrightly share the gospel with me. Even though I was baptized, I was brought to church as a young kid, and then I grew up in like Sunday school, and like there was a lot of things being shared to me about God, and I took it in as basically knowledge. And as I grew up in kindergarten or like in primary school perhaps, I tend to quote God randomly. So I would like say in my essays, God made the sun and the moon and the stars and the clouds and the trees, and then God loves me and God loves you kind of thing. So it was everything surrounding God. And like my primary school teacher, my kindergarten teacher, one of them happened to complain about it to my parents. Yeah, so that's how I was brought up. And then but then I stopped going to church after a while, and somehow I still managed to I would say that I did pray to God about certain things in my life, that how I wanted things to go whatever way, and it's probably quite just stuff that I wanted in my life. But yet somehow in many areas I could see that God is present in my life, and He still answered my prayers in many ways. Then when I finally came to JC, my parents and I were actually my parents were church seeking, and I happened to meet a friend in my CCA that invited me to his church. Yeah, and at that point in time was Easter. So I came for Easter musical, and I heard the gospel being shared for kind of the first time in my life, because previously what I had was, in a way I would say that I wouldn't know whether I was saved or not, but what I knew was that like God existed, and I did pray to Him, just that I didn't really know who He was in my life personally. And then when I heard the pastor sharing about how God saved us, how God died on the cross for us and saved us from all the bad things we've done in our lives, I was very touched. And even though I did not make an outright decision at that point in time, I knew at that point in time that I was saved, and that was my confirmation of in a way being a Christian and being God's child. So from that day on, I think my life changed quite dramatically, because He reminded me of the need to always depend on Him for everything. And it does not mean that my life now is very smooth sailing. In fact, I think we will come across a lot of problems and things along the way that we go against God, or we do things that it's not just trusting in God means that you have a perfect life now on earth, but that like there's a lot of problems that we face, even similar to any other non-Christian as well, that people tend to complain and say that life is not good, but it's just because we have that I finally trusted in God that I come to know that these problems and challenges that we face in our life are because He has a greater purpose and plan. So I would say that because of it, like I found a new purpose in life, as in I finally know what's my purpose in life. Yeah, and just thank God for like how He brought me back to church in a way.
Done?
Yeah.